Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Now because this amp is incredibly fucking loud, maybe we can help with the sound reduction by putting this thing all the way out here. Oh, so bounces to the treble. Okay, well in that case. Okay, cool. That one again, that scale was a little slow. There we go, that's better. Oh yeah, much better. Look how fast I am on this thing. Woohoo, damn! The important thing with it is just to have fun playing the guitar, okay? And there's going to be people on YouTube who are going to be insanely better at you than at edit. Don't let them discourage you from getting better by any means. And to those of you out there who are still on YouTube, still talking shit about guitar players because you can play a whole full song. Wow. Okay? I'll get there eventually. You know. But that was some kick-ass guitar playing right there. Okay. Here's the thing though, you were there once, learning how to play guitar. Did someone talk shit on you? Is that what you do with others? And if that's the case, that's just sad, yo. Oh no, I fucked up the last note. Ain't that something? There we go. Whatever. Okay, maybe behind my head, not so well. But it's still kind of cool to try. Here's the thing, I didn't get this fast at guitar overnight, obviously. It'd be cool if I did, but sadly, playing any instrument, especially a guitar, doesn't work like that. So, and in case in point, you look at my fingertips, they're actually going from gray to black rather quickly. That's from playing for however long I've been playing, basically. Today, alone. I thought I'd share that with you, though, because I get my fingers when I'm like, I'm getting a lot faster at the guitars, yeah. I'm also here to do a cigar review because, well, my neighbors don't like the smell of cigars, so I have the blankets blocked off and a nice smoker's candle lit, so this is what the cigar package looks like. It comes in a pack of 2. It doesn't require to be cut. It's already cut, basically. These resealable pouch cigars are quite awesome. I do like these. This is the back of the packaging, so it's very fancy. But surprisingly, this only costs like 99 cents. So, yeah, it's a cheap cigar. That wrap on that cigar smells pretty good. And it's not green, it's brown, so yeah. Although you could use it for green if you wanted to. You just take a razor and kind of cut down the center of that nice and evenly, like tuck all your tobacco out and grind up some good weed and just and then you'd have to re-roll it and then that'd basically be a blunt, but I could spark this with a stick, but the Zippo is preferred. Where the hell did I set my Zippo at? Yes. The flavor on it's interesting. It's not too stale-ish. It's got a mild sweet taste to it, so it's not bad. It is, after all, a cheap cigar. That smell of what's up, it's not too pungent. But it puts up a nice smoke quality, doesn't it? Sit there and say that smoking's bad for you. Well, obviously, but those vape pens are no better. Those fuckers can give you pneumonia. Okay, because let's think about this for a second. You're inhaling water vapor into your lungs. And your sole reason for doing it is because you wanted to quit smoking, and you simply changed your nicotine delivery system. That's all you have done, really. But you notice that pulling this out of a pack, actually having a lighter to light it, and puffing on it, versus pulling it out of someone's personal phone, pushing a button, and hitting it. I think on that thing, we've really just hooked a new generation of nicotine. I don't care either way. It's a good cigar, though. There's part of the hypocrisy of it. Quite funny when the government only were bitching about flavored cigarettes. They're saying, oh, these flavored cigarettes is what's getting kids to smoke, right? So they ban flavored cigarettes, and then we get those flavored vapes now. Think about it. Oof. Every so often, once a year, I get a nasty cold cough, and it's starting to go away. That's why I haven't been making the many videos I usually do. Well, because nothing really to talk about, and then after that, I just got sick, and I'm like, okay, you know what? It's good. Just take a break from YouTube, Then I come back, and it's like, damn, look at that, how fast this guitar playing was. Holy shit. Yeah, right. When your fingertips look like that after each session, you see what I'm saying? They're like, literally. And then that's definitely a good practice on your guitar. Because basically guitar strings are wires. So when you're practicing to the point where those wires are grinding into your fingertips, that is dedication for your instrument. I saw some people protesting out by the medical center. That's what's up. This is the cigar you saw me smoking in my last video. I gotten it down to about here, and I relit it. It's a pretty good cigar. Guy walks into a cigar shop, orders 4 of the most expensive cigars, or they're each $100 a piece. The guy goes, "What are you celebrating behind the counter?" He goes, "Life." However, it does have your standard surgery warning on the pack right there. And then we come to find out that vapor cigarettes may cause skin cancer if ingested orally. I'm like, And that happens a lot. I notice when you're filling your vape pen and you go to check to see if it's filled properly, you overfill it and it spits in your mouth and it hits you in the tongue. And then there's the inconvenience of if you go to pull it out of your pocket and you forgot to charge it that day or that night before and it's dead and you need some nicotine because you're having a stressful day. That's when you're more likely to pull a cigarette out of the pack and say, fuck it. Surprised the tobacco companies haven't gotten in on this. Their own name brand vapes. The same shit, just with their label on it, just because they can. You know. Try to replicate all their cigarette flavors into one e-liquid or some shit at a time. That'd be a hell of a process because Marlboro has a lot of flavors. The Southern Cuts are good. NXTs are good. NXT is basically the Marlboro's version of the Camel Crush. You know, it goes good with the cigars, a shot of rum. This happens to be Parrot Bay Mango. Oh, I forgot to wake the bottle. Where are my manners? That's not bad, actually. I actually mixed that Parrot Bay Mango with Bud Light beer the other night, and that tasted pretty goddamn good. Half and half on that shit, man. Yeah. Now, with the blankets blocking the doors, it prevents the cigar smell from lingering into the hallway. And with the smoker's candle, it basically neutralizes the odor of the cigar, so it really isn't becoming an issue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, geez, all this tobacco, mister. You better hope your rent's on time. Dude, my rent's a month ahead. Get over yourself. You know, your realtors aren't going to question your integrity especially when you're a month early with rent every time. You know what I'm saying? Or at least making that effort. You know. Ooh, that's some good rum. You know how easy it is to make special butter. You take your marijuana, you grind it up, and you slowly cook it in a pan of melting butter for 6 hours, very slowly on a very low temperature. Then you want to strain it through a coffee filter into a container. The coffee filter will basically catch your bud that's no longer THC laced, and that green buttery liquid that's in your container, stick that in the fridge when it's set for a couple hours, and when it softens or hardens, whatever you want to call it, you got your special butter. this green butter that you can put on your toast, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, start your day off with a piece of toast. Wink, wink. You know, but cooking that's probably not gonna produce a very pleasant odor, I reckon, for those of us who don't really enjoy that kind of thing. But when 34 separate studies tell me it cures cancer, 34 studies, yeah. And you're gonna spend how much money a year, America, wasting a war fighting it? 42 billion. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking money. That's money that could be going to rebuilding the hospitals or adding to them, rebuilding your libraries or adding another one if you so wish, rebuilding the school system, rebuilding the potholes in your roads. There's a lot of stuff that money could go towards, but instead, and how much is this war going to cost us? The other one that's overseas, that's not going to be cheap either, and at this point, legalizing weed would be able to pay for it relatively quickly. You know, something to think about. Especially when you're giving troops who come back from overseas these horrific medications, and you know what I'm saying, you go give them some marijuana instead of their post-traumatic stress disorder. That's a lot better option, I think. That's just my 2 cents. For up to me, they don't get a beer and a joint for a handshake and a thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, straight up, dude, you know. If the war is over oil, it just seems pointless to me, really. It'd make more sense just to share the oil that everyone has instead of fighting over it. And then you legalize weed everywhere and raise the minimum wage. That pretty much makes every country rich and solves a lot of problems, actually. Something to think about. Now, protesting about it on YouTube while enjoying a fine cigar and a couple shots of rum is not illegal, because I am 23 after all. Some people say, well, you don't look your age. Oh, it's because I choose to dress in an alternative way. Wow. That would be society's closed-minded mentality of it, you know. Straight up. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching the rant and the guitar playing. And see y'all later.